I got two words for this breakdown. Holy shit. 110 to 67. This game exceeded all of my expectations. Illinois is not that bad. They played bad. They've played bad the last 3 games now, but my God, dude. Madison Square Garden, 110 points. Isaiah Evans off the bench again with 17. Flags 16, 7, and 5. Knipple 15. Sion James doing Sion James things. Has 11 points, but had 6 assists. Led the team in assists. Tyrese Proctor, 12, 3, and 4. Malawach had a double figure game as well, 13.7 rebounds. Nganga, 5 and 6. And Caleb Foster, 12 points in 7 minutes. I can keep going, I'm sure. And then obviously Spencer Hubbard, big three to just recap the whole night. And we got a lot to talk about. This is going to be a lengthy film breakdown, so get comfortable.
The Illini, key for them to, can they battle and compete on the boards is going to be very important against this tall, long, and athletic Duke Blue Devils team.
Flag averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4 dimes per game. Now James for a jumper, and he knocks.
All right, so what we talked about in these film breakdowns. Cooper Flag catches in the post. He goes one-on-one, it's a bucket. If you help, it's a 3. There's the help. There's the 3. 3-0 Duke. And, oh, by the way, Sion James, I think, is still shooting about 50% on catch and shoots.
Down his first shot. James, this team, 18-1 since inserting. James in the starting lineup for Caleb Foster. Baseline, James. Second shot. Here's Flag.
All right, so I had a miss in there for a reason. So here comes Malawach from the corner to set a screen. Sion's going to pass it to Knipple. Knipple's going to get a ball screen from Malawach in this two-man game on the empty side. It's just them two, and then Sion James and Tyrese Proctor guard exchanging on the back end. So the guard exchange distracts the backside as the two-man game happens. But watch the guy that's guarding Sion. He's now going to drop down, and he's helping play in the role because now there's two guys playing Knipple on ball because Malawach's guy is guarding Knipple as he's going downhill. So Sion James's guy has to pick up Malawach as the roller, leads to a wide open 3 for Sion James, who misses it. That's a great set. That's a great set by Shire.
Proctor, pick and roll with Flag. He slips, power dribble, skip pass, rising fire. Yeah.
So again, Duke here just exploiting Illinois and pick and roll action, leaves the shooter wide open in the corner. It's ball screen action. Again, it's two-man game on the empty side as Tyrese Proctor and Cooper Flag go into work. Knipple is going to go up to the top of the key / slot. Proctor finds the roller. Again, Sion James's guy is so far over and help to where he's trying to also bump Malawach here, which he does, but Cooper Flag's going to jump over that double team every single time. Skip pass, Sion James, 2 threes early.
No shots, but Jay White able to jump inside, get a much needed 2 an offensive rebound.
Knipple, 14-footer.
See, I love this about Knipple. All Duke guards, really, just high IQ plays all year has been throw to the big man, Malawach, and then it's a dribble handoff, get downhill, and Malawach rolls to the rim, get to the rim or throw a lob. But here, Boswell is denying Knipple to go over this handoff. So what does he do? Well, he cuts. Just simple reaction by Con Knipple leads to an easy 15-footer because defense is being aggressive, so you counter the aggressiveness by cutting.
An offensive rebound.
Knipple, 14-footer with Bureau. He's tough, and he's a little crazy.
Listen, 2Ks for a reason. That's 2Ks, baby.
I just have that because I love that shit. It's one of my favorite rebounds of all time.
He's tough, and he's a little crazy.
Listen, 2Ks for a reason. That's 2Ks, baby.
That's how you go up and get a damn rebound.
Ivisic. He slips, gets there. Nice deal off the glass. No.
Look, sometimes this defense isn't perfect, right? I mean, they won 110 to 67. Here, it's pretty good defense, and it wasn't great defense, and it was pretty good defense, and it wasn't good defense, and then it was pretty good defense. So good ball screen coverage here initially. Malawach is being aggressive for the reach. but now his guy is wide open on the free roll. So Proctor does a really good job of stepping up and making this 7-footer pass out of this layup. And Knipple, though, on the back end is falling asleep. He's ball watching. So the good was the double on the ball screen. The bad was wide open roller. The good was Proctor slid over. The bad is Knipple watching the play happen. And then the good is Malawach still playing and contesting a layup where Illinois misses it. Live action, we'll play it through, but you'll see how many moving parts are right here.
Ivisic. He slips, gets there, nice deal off the glass, no.
This tough Duke team, and that's how you're supposed to attack pressure.
Malawach. They say he's going to be a beast when he matures. He's 18. Proctor's really been coming on. James inside. And
Sion James, dude, the best cutter on the team. Jay Lucas even called him that as well.
beast when he...
The best cutter on the team. His guy is so worried about Malawach and being in the paint and stopping the drive of Proctor. Look, he's touching Malawach to make sure that he's not going to go anywhere. Not paying attention to his guy. Here comes Sion James, part the Red Sea. Just got to finish that.
Nakachonis to the basket. The kick in the corner. Rising fire. Gives Lawhorn. Can't get it to go. Other way. Woo!
I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. This dude's coming off your bench.
Fire. Gives Lawhorn, can't get it to go. Other way.
And he's attempting that with his offhand. That's so nasty, dude. If Isaiah Evans would have finished that, I would have probably went streaking last night.
I'm right now that we're going to see playing, with the big boys in the NBA. And Will Riley fits the bill just like everyone else we talked about.
We just need a ball to stay for 4 years. Baseline jump shot in.
Flare screen. Isaiah Evans going to cook you. I mean, we've seen it all year. Going to cook you. Again, empty side. Proctor's going to wheel out right here. Wheel to the other corner. While he wheels out, that's when Isaiah's set up. Big Pat. Got lucky they didn't call a legal screen here. He's sliding a little late, but Duke has been killing teams with this naked side flare screen all year.
I mean, they have the bodies. They can find the gaps and seams, and that time Boswell did an excellent job of getting that big body downhill and finishing off the glass.
Proctor comes from the land down under. Australia product. Evans again. And
he gets a friendly roll there. Isaiah does, but I love this action. Good job by Proctor communicating with Big Pat because this is the pressure release, the big fella right here. We've seen Malik Brown and Common be the guy, so Knipple's not open, so that's where the big man steps up top of the key for a pressure release. Big Pat finally comes over, and then it's a flare screen action for Knipple that we've seen, and we've seen Duke counter. If you're being aggressive on the flare screen, the guard and Isaiah would slip to the rim like we've seen with Sion James, even Tyrese Proctor. But here Boswell is so far up on Knipple here, it allows Isaiah Evans to just go on a straight line to Big Pat for a handoff, and his guy falls asleep because he's expecting maybe they're trying to switch this, so he's expecting a switch inevitably. But good job by Isaiah reading it, comes off, and once he gets a clean look at the rim, dude, that's all he needs, and he gets the friendly bounce.
Out of bounds, so let's keep our eye on the paint points.
The other loss for Duke, Kentucky. So Kentucky, Kansas clinching their 3 losses this season. Knipple, top of the arc. Proctor, dribble drive down the lane on the skip and rattled it in.
Aggressive Proctor, dude, is so fun to watch, especially when he can finish around the rim. It's supposed to be the post up for Cooper Flagg. They as in Illinois, does a good job of not letting this happen. Trying to get it to Cooper on the block. Can't get it. So here comes a down screen by Malawach for Proctor. Proctor catches, does a good job beating his defender, shielding the ball with his body, cuts off the defender. Nice little runner.
Proctor again down the lane. Left hand floater, no. Malawach there for the...
And this is a short clip. It's just Malawach tip in, but this is something that honestly we haven't seen much. Again, Proctor around the rim, misses there, but Malawach keeping it high and going right back up. This is something I like to see from Malawach. If you're just watching this, you're like, dude, he's 7'2". Of course, it's an easy putback. I get it, but Duke fans have seen Malawach sometimes just catch it and just reactively kick it out to a guard. So to see Malawach be active around the rim and then catch and go right back up, 13 points and 7 rebounds in the first game without Malik Brown, hell of a job by Big Common.
There with the follow. Is Johnson Jr., who's just a wonderful freshman from Chicago. Big fella inside. They compare him to Bam Adebayo. He's out with a broken wrist. Knipple.
Dude, big body guard, man. Big body guard. Now we're posting up with Knipple more and more. Has a smaller matchup on him. I mean, that is a lottery pick that is guarding him. He's projected lottery. KJ spun right off of him like it was nothing. Big body, shielded, square shoulders off the square as well. When you got Sion James and then Con Knipple and Cooper Flagg on the court together, all three of those guys can post up their matchup and take them right to the cup.
Comparing to Bam Adebayo, he's out with a broken wrist. Knipple. The rebound. Gillis, 6'6", 225, graduate player. Left Purdue to come to Duke. He already had his MBA as well as his undergraduate degrees.
So here's Gillis. He's just cutting down to start it. Illinois does a good job eliminating the layup for Mason Gillis. So Knipple goes from a down screen into the first part of a stagger screen, sets it just enough, clips his guy, catch and shoot three, Tyrese Proctor, bang, Duke's hot.
Well, been so much more efficient as a scorer and a player since John Shire, the coach for Duke, made the switch and put Sion James at the point and moved Proctor off the ball.
Just really good defense, dude. I clipped up some defense possessions. Mostly this is all offense, but again, really good job here by Malawach of being active this far out. Proctor's going over because they're not switching. Here they go. Now Proctor is creating that space. When he's creating that space, that's for Malawach to cut through. You always want, when it's a hard hedge like that, the guard wants to open up to let the big man get back. So he's trying to do that for Malawach, but Malawach runs into Proctor accidentally. But the reason why Malawach's guy can't get the ball as Duke rips it right there is Mason Gillis just does textbook helps out defense this whole possession as well. Like we just talked about on-ball defense. Now look at Mason Gillis. Mason Gillis sees balls pointing at man. Now he's got two, and he's taking the roller to where that pass by Boswell is a scary pass because Sion's in perfect position. Mason Gillis is in perfect position to play two, and it's too far of a pass. So now Boswell hesitates because he's trying to figure out where to go. A lot of dribbling. Malawach is finally getting back. Knipple now takes up space. Good hands by Proctor. Leads to a steal.
Three-pointer. Can't get it to stay down. Malawach with a rebound. Illinois 0 for 9 from the three-point line.
You know those 9 shots, Gus. Illinois, probably 5 of those shots were clean looks, not able to make it.
Knipple with the lob.
Man, oh man, dude. Colin Malawach is really becoming a presence on these lobs. Duke's guards are coached to get in the paint. Try and get as deep as you can, get in the paint. He doesn't get in the paint here, but he still does enough to where they're in it. Secondary set to where Malawach is now going to go screen. Knipple does a really good job here of coming off this screen tight curl to where there is absolutely zero space for his defender to get over this. And if Illinois would have went under this, Knipple would have stayed over the screen for a three. So you have to go over the screen, but Illinois just cannot get back because Knipple did such a good job of setting his player up, his defender up, and then a little inverted dribble. His player falls down. Malawach's guy has to play two. Bang.
Malawach, Gillis, Knipple, Proctor. Knipple driving baseline, cut off, dips inside and makes it down.
Look where he's catching that thing. Doesn't matter. Gets to survey the floor. Quick rip through. Beats his guy. Square shoulders. Something Knipple is so good at. finish.
Able to take away just one isolation threat because the ball is popping and hopping all around the court.
5:20 to play in the first half. Evans, hard drive to the cup, and foul.
And then a great take by Isaiah. The same exact play from earlier where he slipped this flare screen and then he shot a three. Now he's slipping it again, but this time his guy is ready for the slip. He stays attached to him until the handoff, and then Isaiah is going to beat him getting downhill, draws the foul, and gets to the line. So we've seen Isaiah score off a flare screen. We've seen him score slipping a flare screen for a three, and then we just saw him score and get to the rim from slipping his flare screen and going to the free throw line.
Foul called on Isaiah Evans. His first 15 foul against Duke. Riley drives baseline, cut off, double team. Amrikaus, Yapuchonis trying to create, step back three. 0 for 11.
Just unbelievable defense by Sion James here. Unbelievable defense by Sion. This Duke team loves to guard. They love the challenge. Right there immediately. I mean, look how physical he's playing on the perimeter. This guy's setting a screen. He's working to get over it. Misses it. Great job by Big Pat stopping the drive. Makes Con Knippel's guy pick up his dribble to pivot out. Now Sion. Time to go to work. Bumps his guy. They're trying to go. If he's setting the screen here. Sorry. Number 3 is setting the screen here. But Sion is bumping him that aggressively because if he's going to try and ghost this screen, slip it for a three, Sion's disrupting it by shoving him to where he's going to bump him into Proctor. And so now Proctor can switch inevitably with Sion, and now Sion's up for the task to guard their best player. Sidestep, three-point fade away. I think Illinois started 0 of 17 from three because they're shooting tough ones like that.
But now from the three-point line to the foul.
I think LeBron learned that too by spending time with Kobe, who was relentless with his practice habits.
Outlet pass, Malawaz. Great catch.
Again, great contest from three by Sion James, and then reward the big fella running. Also, great job by the big fella having good hands and then good feet, because sometimes we've seen those feet look a little suspect in transition, but here Malawaz catches it in stride, lays it in. Just good basketball by Duke in transition here.
Practice habits.
Outlet pass, Malawaz. Great catch.
Bro, sky's the limit.
And you have a very interesting connection to this Duke program with your Player of the Year award.
Oh, Christian Lake.
Oh, as James.
Jesus Christ, dude. If Sion's going to punch one of these one time. We've seen him miss a couple of these this season, but I love the aggressiveness. Gets a screen. Boswell, just Olay defense, clear for takeoff, and then just got to finish it. I say it like, you know, he missed the layup. God, I wish he would have finished.
James tried to bang it. Knocked away. Yapuchonis tracks it down. Flag is back. Yapuchonis picks it up. Gives Lahore side.
In a game that Duke scored 110 and only gave up 67, the biggest loss in Illinois history. This is the one thing I'm going to critique. It is still Duke struggling to close out halves. I know it's 52-35, but when it comes down to a possession where you're trying to get a bucket, you know, going into half, here, it's just a live ball turnover. And then Illinois pokes it, and they go the other way, and they score. I know what the score is. I know what the score ends up being, but this is just something that has worried me this season with Duke of not getting clean looks going into halves. And I know after this layup, Proctor gets fouled right before half, but that's not the point of this.
Amrikaus. Ball stolen. Here's flag. Here comes Jake Tate. Wham! Let down right. Inside. Extra pivot. Knippel with the rebound. New shot clock. Rising fire.
I mean, how many times we've seen it all year with Duke that getting offensive rebound leads to a three.
New shot clock. Rising fire. Ibisic, nice backdoor cut. Yakutronis unable to finish. Flag the other way, striding. Knipple driving. Reverse layup. Got it.
This team scoring in transition, dude, at this pace, they're unbeatable. They're unbeatable. You force a tough layup, you get out and go. You hand it off to Flag. You go make the decision, Flag, because that makes it 61-37. Reverse layup by Knipple. As Flag is literally dribbling the ball up in the slot right there, the left slot. And I say that because the next time Duke has it, he does the same thing, and we see what will happen.
Here's Ivisic slipping, jump hook inside. Over Malawach, can't get it to go. Flag on the rebound.
And that's, I think, where some conditioning with Ivisic and not having his left.
So the previous possession, like I said, Cooper Flag dribbled on the left slot, passed it to Knipple with reverse layup. Now he dribbles again to the left slot area and does a little hezzy. Gets his guy just in a blender, blow by, punch the rim. Let's do it one more time.
The rebound.
And that's, I think, where some conditioning with Ivisic and not having his left.
Guarded by Flag. Boswell. Riley. 8 to shoot. Nowhere to go, guys. Turnaround jumper baseline.
Like the broadcaster said, there's nowhere to go, Gus. Nowhere to go. Where are you going to go, dude? Where are you going to go? 17 seconds on the shot clock. All right, we're going to switch that. Try and drive into traffic. Sion James is in good help side. Knipple is in good help side. Cooper Flag doesn't even let his guy even get close to Sion James. So now, again, dribble out on the perimeter. Okay, we're going to dribble handoff. All right, Duke will say, thank you. We're going to switch that. And now you're just dribbling around, and you're trying to shoot a fadeaway with 6 seconds left. I know Will Riley is one of the better players, especially here recently, but at 63-37, you've been struggling to get clean looks all game. You started 0 of 17 from 3, and you're going to shoot this shot with 17 minutes to go and a 26-point deficit. Like, Duke just had Illinois in hell all game, and this defense possession is the perfect example of that.
With the rebound. Looking for some momentum. Boswell! And another rebound for the big man. This big. Flag off the bounce. Bump fade off the window softly. And
just national player of the year, national defense player of the year too, but national player of the year. And also, again, to be critical of Illinois, you've made it a 21-point game. What, it was 61-37, so now it's 63-42, and this could have made it 63-45, but this had no chance of going in. There's 24 seconds on the shot clock. Boswell shoots, 28% from 3? You're shooting this shot with 24 seconds on the shot clock. You're down 21. This is such a terrible shot for Illinois. Like, there's no way Underwood wants this when your team is 1 for 20 before this three-pointer. You're shooting that with a 28% three-point shooter against Duke. You're going to lose by 43 points, and that's exactly what happened.
Flag off the bounce. Bump fade off the window softly and one. Kept Ivisic off the boards. Flag to a cutting Proctor, skipping to the bucket, off the glass and in.
Good take, Proctor. Good take. Finish at the rim consistently, baby. Again, it's just Duke in transition. Their secondary action as the big goes and screens for the other guard that's in the other slot. Just like we saw with Knipple in the first half. Great cut by Proctor. His guys beat the whole way. Nice patience and pace. And then tough lay-in.
Gets physically, he'll make that shot. But again, the struggle is real coming back from, illness
and injury.
Yeah.
Evans down the lane, left hand, got it.
He's special, man. Microwave scorer. I say he walks into a gym with a flamethrower. He's a microwave dude. Flare screen this time. Isaiah does set the flare screen. for the first time all game for Knipple. Pass could have been there maybe, but look, Big Pat, he wasn't confident in the pass. That's fine. All right, let's do a dribble handoff then. Does it, executes it well. Big Pat does just enough to give Isaiah the angle. Isaiah gets downhill. Tough lefty lay.
Yeah, no problem. As Lyndon Baines Johnson once said about the art of negotiation, I'll sit down with you and you'll sit down with me. As Evan,
like I just said, flamethrower. A flamethrower. Again, secondary break. So go set, a screen for the other guard. Isaiah does a really good job here of he's trying to curl this. His defender is going to shoot to where Isaiah wants to go. So Isaiah stops his curl, flares back out over the screen, and Malawash does a really good job of resetting his screen. One dribble pull up, does just enough to give Isaiah Evans room. Just really good play by Isaiah here to try and come off this. Because he's trying to curl this. Like we've seen Duke curl so much in the game already, especially in secondary break. His guy shoots the gap. Okay, I'm going to flare back out this way. One dribble pull up.
with me as Evans hits the jump shot from the three-point line. As a team, they shoot 31% on the season. Sion uses that body and
again, doesn't look like much, right? Like Duke is getting easy looks. Like this film breakdown is just talking about one clip that lasts 2 seconds because Duke was scoring so much. But Malawach does a really good job here. You can tell it's taught by Duke to where he's ripping the ball purposefully to turn his back on the defender, to clip the defender. So he bumps Boswell and just stops him in his tracks. And now it's 1-on-2 with Malawach and Sion James, and Sion scores it. And why that's so good for Malawach is because Malawach pokes his butt out right here, then it's an offensive foul. He's just straight up. That's all his area. And so he's allowed to turn and do whatever he wants as long as he's vertical. But we've seen post sometimes catch it up there and then stick their butt out to clip the defender, and it's an offensive foul. Malawach doesn't do that. He still bumps him legally and gets in his way, lets Sion James get downhill, and that's a great play by Malawach.
Marsunas, Golden State.
Marshallonis.
6'6", big, strong.
Just like that.
I very much appreciate Cooper Flagg's hype when he throws a lob to Malawach. We saw it last game in Cameron. He had a hell of a dap with Malawach, and he daps him up hard right there too. But these two guys in pick and roll is scary. Again, good screen, good hard screen by Malawach, good angle by Flagg, keeps his guy on his hip, and then nice body bump, cuts off his guy. And now it's 1-on-2, or it's 2-on-1, sorry, with Cooper Flagg and Malawach against Malawach's guy. I take those odds every time. Bang.
Just like that. Strip, picked up, the nipple, the kick. Foster gathers, banks it down.
Good take, Foster.
But you have to build your team differently in today's game.
Here comes Gillis off the turnover. Foster steps into the three.
12 points in 7 minutes for Caleb Foster. I think this is definitely his best that he's looked all year. Again, I would like to see it when the score is, 10-point game. But I love the confidence, and I love that all of his outside shots did not hit the rim at all. And that's just confidence. Step into one, didn't hesitate, called it in rhythm. Big time shot for his confidence. Big time shot for his confidence.
5:17 to play in the second half. Duke 23-3. Backdoor Evans.
Dude, Pat Ngongba is going to be special on the offensive end for Duke in his career. Defense, he's got some work to do, but he'll get there. But the offensive ability that he has, kind of plays like a European big. Great feet and great vision, great hands. I mean, this is a great pass, dude. That's a great pass. Threading the needle. His guy's reaching. Isaiah's cutting. It's a great pass by a true freshman. just a great pass. I got to watch it again because it's aesthetically pleasing for me.
Duke, 23 and 3. Backdoor, Evans. Bases. Hedging. Baseline, Foster. Bring it up.
That a boy, Foster. I was getting hyped seeing this. Just rips the net. This is ripping the net.
Bases. Hedging. Baseline, Foster. Bring it up.
Okay. He squared it up, let it go, but a little too excited.
Gunman gets closer.
He's going to be special, dude. Great feet.
How about those feet? Foster, good minutes for him here. And he hits another.
If Caleb Foster, the only thing I'm going to complain about Caleb Foster this whole game is that should have been a 3. Got to get that foot behind the line because you deserve a 3-pointer right here. If you're coming off of a screen and you're pulling like this for Duke, Jesus Christ, Duke might score 150 points. Just the assertiveness, the confidence to step into one. He's already hit 2 threes, and then this should have been a third 3. But the confidence, just reacting to what the defense is giving him. He's not thinking. He's just playing. Just really good stuff by Foster in his 7 minutes, 12 points.
Good minutes for him here. And he hits another J. That's a stanchion. And Wake went on to win that game. From what I understand, Coach Krzyzewski didn't like it then and still doesn't like it now. Hubbard.
I mean, that was the perfect recap, right? Spencer Hubbard, happy for him. That just perfectly encapsulates what happened in Madison Square Garden of Duke just dominating Illinois when Spencer Hubbard comes in, hits a step back 3. You heard the pop, the crowd pop. And, hey, like Shire said before, dude, Spencer Hubbard might be the toughest guy to guard one-on-one on the team. You can see why. He had Illinois on a blender. So, look, this was a fun one. This was a longer one. I think it was 40 clips that I went through. But, look, I thought this game was going to be closer than this. I think the spread was 11 and a half. I would have probably said it was going to be a 15-point game, not a 43-point game. But this Duke team just continues to pound teams, and hopefully they can keep it rolling with the absence of Malik Brown. So that'll do it. Duke 110, Illinois 67. Worst loss in Illinois basketball history thanks to Duke's offense. John Shire keeps it rolling with the boys. Isaiah Evans is a legit threat now consistently off the bench for Duke. And Caleb Foster has now played 2 out of 3 really promising games. So Duke's role players are really peaking at the right time to go along with the guys that are already established. Big Pat getting 15 minutes this game. So let's keep it rolling. I'll see you guys in the next film breakdown.